Okay, I woke up this morning and decided to choose violence because we're going to be talking about why I almost never carry a spare magazine with my concealed carry gun. Why is that choosing violence, you ask? Well, if you are not one of the many people who hate clicked on this video, then you may not know that choosing to carry or not to carry a reload is a hot button topic in the concealed carry community. Some people will tell you that you might as well just give up and not carry a gun at all if you don't have a reload because 2 is 1, 1 is none, right? While others will simply say that there are other tools worth prioritizing over spare magazine. There's a couple of reasons that I no longer carry spare magazine. When I started carrying gun, I did carry a spare, but as I continued learning, it became really clear to me that I had other personal priorities that were greater than carrying a spare magazine. Like carrying trauma medical supplies became a priority, carrying a bright flashlight became a priority, and carrying pepper spray became a priority. And as I continued adding priorities to my concealed carry gear, I started also asking myself if a spare magazine was really doing me any good and or adding any difficulty to my daily carry wear. And it was right around that time that Active Self-Protection started talking about the likelihood of a civilian using a spare magazine in such a way that it actually changed the outcome of their situation. I'll go ahead and link their most recent video on that topic up here somewhere, but I'll also sum it up in my thoughts for you here. Choosing to bring certain tools into your life requires some level of cost-benefit analysis. And naturally, that means that every single individual is going to have a slightly different equation and solution. That's why we don't tell people to do things just because we do those things. I digress. When it comes to the spare magazine cost to benefit analysis, many of us make assumptions about the benefits and the potential costs without having a clear picture as to what those actually are. And in the video I linked up here a minute ago, John actually provides some tangible information about the likelihood of civilians using spare magazines with which we can use to kind of build our own equation. So the way that I think about it, the likelihood of me needing to use my firearm in the first place is already considerably low. But the cost of me not having it and needing it is extremely high, so I carry a gun. Now, this is where I might lose some of you. Although the cost of needing a spare and not having it could be high, based off of John's findings, it's simply something that isn't seen with any kind of consistency when it comes to lawful civilian self-defense encounters. I'll also link Massad Ayoob's take on this topic up here because he has a slightly different perspective, and I would be completely amiss if I didn't share multiple perspectives with you guys. At the end of the day, I choose to leave my spare at home and to keep tools with me that I feel I am significantly more likely to use, like trauma medical supplies, a flashlight, and pepper spray. What you choose to keep with you is entirely up to your own cost-benefit analysis. If carrying a spare magazine is a part of your equation, then I absolutely respect that. It's simply not a part of mine. So what say you? To carry a spare or to not carry a spare?